The right wing in this country is just going apeshit over the Supreme Court ruling the other day that struck down those 2 Texas abortion restrictions. You know, that should be the end of it, shouldn't it? That should be the end of an issue that should have been more or less decided in 1973 with Roe v. Wade. But because the Christian right in this country just insists on kicking Eve's ass for eating that goddamn apple, they won't let up. Maybe they'll let up now. But I read something from Huffington Post, I think today, about how the evangelicals now are very pissed off because the asshole has so far been silent about that abortion rights ruling yesterday. And the conservatives are not happy. You know, the asshole promised that he would appoint anti-abortion judges, and he cares deeply about the anti-abortion cause. Horseshit. Do you know nothing that comes out of the asshole's mouth is not a lie? Well, you know that. I have never seen a more facile, or is it facile? Liar. Remember Bush trying that one? Facile. I've never seen somebody who is so, where lies are so easy to slip out of his pie hole than the asshole. I've never. Unbelievable. Now remember, the asshole was the one who earlier this year told Tweety Bird on television, on live television, that any woman who had an abortion should face some sort of punishment if the procedure were totally outlawed, totally made illegal. You remember that? The dumb son of a bitch had to sit there and try to, you know what really got me? When the asshole tried to overtalk Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird wrote the book on overtalking. You cannot go on Chris Matthews' program and expect ever to get a full sentence out. And they all know that. I started noticing his regular guests would learn how to talk very quick because, you know, they would talk real fast so they get the idea out before Tweety Bird would come across and blah, 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 blah. So it's fun to watch the asshole trying to, you know, thrust and parry sentences with Tweety Bird, because Tweety Bird, you're not going to overtalk Tweety Bird. Ain't no way. That guy is so goddamn ADD. Tweety Bird, not the asshole. Anyway, when the Supreme Court ruled as they did on Monday, Clinton tweeted, quote, "This fight isn't over. The next president has to protect women's health. Women won't be punished, quote, quote, for exercising their basic rights," end quote, Hillary Clinton. So everybody in the pundit class and the media class, I don't give a shit about stuff like that. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't read Huffington Post or heard it on television. But everybody in the punditry class was just waiting. Oh, what's the asshole going to say? Clinton said that. The asshole's got to come back with something. What's he going to come back with? Oh, goody, goody. Bernie who? Sanders? Is he still around? Fuck it. What's the asshole going to say? He didn't say anything. Yep, the asshole kind of pinched shut. Didn't say anything. Which kind of contradicts his struggle to convince the religious insane fucks in this country, the Christian right, that he's one of them, Donald Trump. What was it? 2 Timothy? 2 Corinthians. You imagine this sumbitch ever? I mean, he wouldn't know a Bible if one came up and bit him on the dick. He just wouldn't know. He wouldn't know what just bit me. What is that? God damn, what is that? He has no idea what he's talking about anything. He just says whatever is facile for the moment. And it was just last week that the asshole got another endorsement. He did. And this one came from the extremist anti-abortion group Operation Rescue. Remember those cretins? Well, the new head of that, Troy Newman, he's the one who said that anyone who provides abortions should be murdered, and their murder is justifiable. Another Trump supporter, another asshole supporter. Yes, indeed. So now these conservative dickheads are very upset and are skewering the asshole in the Twitter sphere, the tweet sphere, what do you call it? The tweetosphere. Huh? The Twitter sphere? Twitterverse. They are skewering. You ever been skewered? The asshole for his silence on the ruling. Here's another one. Leon Wolf, the managing editor at redstate.com, which is run by some half-witted moron here in Georgia. He wrote a scathing tweet mocking the asshole. Joe Cunningham of Red State called the asshole a coward. Cunningham wrote, quote, "The asshole is unqualified to lead Republicans if he can't stand up for one of the most fundamental parts of the Republican Party platform," end quote. And Red State's Joe Cunningham reveals an awful lot there, doesn't it, if you're paying attention. One of the most fundamental parts of the Republican Party platform is the subjugation of women, the control of women, even up to and including sticking their goddamn noses into a doctor's office. What are you doing in there? What's he doing between your legs? You don't need that. A contributor, the guy who started Red State, Eric Erickson, crazy fuck whose parents are so ridiculous they couldn't give him two different names, but he's a Fox News contributor now, and he slammed the asshole in an op-ed. He wrote, quote, "Yesterday, the Supreme Court issued a decision propping up the abortion industry in America." See what I mean? Propping up the abortion industry. You filthy moron. And giving it special rights against regulation. I mean, where do these right-wingers, is there some secret meeting, a series of meetings they have where they're taught how to fucking lie and lie and lie and use language that obscures the lie and makes the idiots who vote for these people just kind of sit there and go, "Damn, you sure talk good. Yeah, the abortion industry, yeah, it's an industry, all right. Yeah, they make cans of shit, don't they? They got an assembly line. It's an industry. I used to work at a drop forge. The abortion industry, you dumb bastards." And then he went on to say, and the asshole, supposed champion of the unborn, said nothing. Can the leader lead? Or must he be led on this issue? If he must be led on an issue about which he is supposedly committed, I would submit he really is not that committed. Oh, you fucking genius. Oh, Eric Erickson, you miserable son of a bitch. Yeah, I would. Oh. course, a spokesperson for Planned Parenthood put it where it belongs. The person said, it's Erica Sacken, a political communications director for Planned Parenthood, said it's no surprise the asshole is staying out of this issue. She said, quote, the asshole knows most of the country disagrees with him on this issue. In fact, for decades, the majority of Americans have said they want women to be able to access abortion safely and legally. The more people learn about the asshole's dangerous policies for women, the less people support him. Well, Erica, I disagree with you, because the only people who support him to begin with are people who are so fucked up, so twisted, and political degenerates. I wouldn't even call them political degenerates. They're looking for the perfect master. And the fact that he's a fascist fits right in with this quest for a perfect master. And remember what Ram Dass said. If you want to find a perfect master, you have to be willing to be a perfect slave.